Raise your cup to joy. The Walton Arts Center is preparing for its next Broadway show to take the stage. Fiddler on the Roof kicks off on May the 10th. And here to tell us all about this award-winning show is cast member Noah. Hey, Noah.
Hey, Noah. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, now for those who may not be familiar with the show, what is Fiddler on the Roof about?
Sure. So Fiddler on the Roof takes place in 1905 in a small shtetl, a small village in Eastern Europe. The village is called Anatevka. And the story centers around Tevye, the dairyman, and his 5 daughters, specifically the eldest 3. And the show centers around Tevye and how he copes with trying to maintain his connection to his faith and his roots in a world that is changing and becoming more modern. And his 3 eldest daughters decide that they want to marry for love instead of being matched up by the village matchmaker, which was the tradition at the time. And each daughter's choice of a husband strays further and further out of Tevye's comfort zone.
Ah, okay. And tell us about the character that you play in the show.
I play Chava. She is the 3rd eldest daughter. She's 15 years old when the show begins, and she follows in her 2 older sisters' footsteps in wanting to marry for love. And she falls in love with a Russian man who is not part of the Jewish faith.
Yeah, yes, such intrigue. I love the show. Sunrise, sunset, tradition. If I were a rich man, matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. All the songs, all in my head. But I'm curious for you, Noah, is there a particular scene or a song maybe that you love from this show the most?
Yes, I have to say matchmaker. You probably knew that was going to be my answer.
Of course, yes.
It's just such a fantastically written song, and it really sets up the main problem of the show so well. It's so brilliant in how it does that, and it's honestly just so much fun to do that number on stage every night with the 2 actresses who play my older sisters. My older sisters. It's just one of my favorite parts of the show to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know the show is a tradition, haha, pun intended, but you also are talking about how there's kind of a modern twist, and they're dealing with some issues that are modern also. So when our viewing audience here in Northwest Arkansas comes to see the show, what do you hope they come away with after seeing Fiddler?
Yeah, definitely. You know, one of the really special things about this show is that it always seems to be relevant no matter when you see it. And I think especially right now with what's happening in the Ukraine, our show takes place in the Ukraine. So of course that's always on our minds. But I think that the show it's always relevant, and I hope that the audience comes away with really a feeling of hope, actually. I think that one of the amazing things about this production, too, is that it is so universally relatable. And although there is a lot of heartbreak in the show, it really is still a feel-good musical. You know what I mean? So there are these really central themes around family and tradition and love, and I think there's a way into the show for any audience member.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly.
Those messages always transcend through time, no matter what. Noah, looking forward to seeing you in Fiddler on the Roof, which begins May the 10th, and it's going to run through May the 15th at the Walton Arts Center. Limited tickets are still available, and we've got a link over on our website where you can grab yours. Noah, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be right back with more Good Day in WA.